I'm not a lawyer, but we are 3 days into the A$AP Rocky trial, so let me fill you in on what's been going on. As a reminder, A$AP Rocky is charged with 2 counts of assault with a firearm stemming from an altercation that he had on November 6, 2021 with his former friend Terrell Ephron, aka A$AP Relli. Prosecutors are alleging that A$AP Rocky pointed his weapon at Relli in one location that night and then actually discharged the firearm at another location. And that's why there are 2 counts. But Rocky's defense to all of this is that Relli's just after money, and the weapon that Rocky had that night was actually a prop gun, aka a fake gun, which Rocky and his team say that Relli knew was fake. And day 2 of the trial started with the judge asking Rocky's team about this fake gun.
Does the prop gun exist?
Prop gun existed.
Existed. Okay.
Does it exist now?
I don't know if it exists now. Are you asking do we have it or we're going to produce it?
Yes.
No.
All right, well, that answers that question.
Now, day 2 also brought the key witness in the trial, which is the victim, A$AP Relli. Relli starts off his testimony saying that him and Rocky became friends when they were about 17 or 18 years old, and that the 2 of them, along with a couple others, were the original members of the collective A$AP, which stands for Always Strive and Prosper, not as soon as possible. At the time of the incident, which happened in 2021, Relli was living in New York but had his own company where he managed some artists. One of his artists was in LA recording some music, so Relli came out. Now, the day before the incident happened on November 6, 2021, so I'm talking about November 5th. Relli says he met up with another A$AP member whose name is Jabari, aka A$AP Bari. The 2 of them are hanging out when all of a sudden Jabari gets a call from Rocky and this happens.
We was back to SUG, and he got a call from Rocky. He put the phone on his stomach, so he was laying back in the truck, and he put his phone on his stomach.
Was the phone on speaker?
Yeah.
So you could hear both sides of the conversation?
Yeah. It started off first, I believe, like Rocky was trying to get Barbie to come to this complex con, 10-year anniversary living, and Jabari declined, and the conversation got kind of weird. So then Rocky's like, oh yeah, you know, I got my niggas with me, boom, 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 whatever. And then instantly after that, he says, fuck that nigga Relli. And I'm like, I'm sitting in the back of the chair, and I kind of get up, and I'm like, what'd he say fuck me for? And then Barbie like stops me, he's like, and then I'm listening.
Say it.
So he pretty much was like, oh, I don't fuck with that nigga, he mad emotional, like this, that, and the third, pretty much. It was so long ago, but it was in the contents of that. And then Jabari was like, what you mean you don't fuck with him? And he's like, I just don't fuck with him, I don't like that nigga, like this, that, and the third. And after he said something, like, it's so long ago, but he was like, I'll beat him up or something like that, so.
Okay, so as far as you knew, the defendant had no idea that you were in the car.
Not yet, no idea.
At that moment, on November 5th of 2021, were you aware of tension between you and the defendant?
I mean, it's kind of always been like that, but it's really hard having a relationship with Rocky.
How so?
He lies a lot. I had this one joke I call him is the 6-month man, because I was seeing him every 6 months. You know what I mean? But then when you come around, it's like, it's fake. You know what I mean? It's what are we supposed to be in this A$AP thing for? So, smoking mirrors.
Did you actually voice your displeasure?
Oh, yeah.
How did you do that?
Through text messages, but nothing ever like threatening him or anything, just mostly telling him like, you gotta tighten up, this shit fake.
But you would text message him and say...
And he won't text me back. He would never text me back.
Okay.
I'll probably see him, we'll have a conversation, he'll be like, oh bro, you emotional or something like that.
Now's a good time to interject and give you context to make sure you know who's who. So this is A$AP Relli, his real name is Terrell Ephron, and he's of course the victim. This is A$AP Ills, his real name is Elijah, and he was there the night of the incident. And then this is A$AP 12, he was also there the night of the incident, and his real name is Jamel Phillips. I already mentioned A$AP Bari, and then of course A$AP Rocky, aka Rihanna's baby daddy.
All right, I want to direct your attention to the very next day, so November 6, 2021, the day of this incident. 9:23 that evening, did you receive a series of calls and text messages from the defendant, Ills, and 12?
Okay, yeah. I was sleeping.
And if you would read them one after another, what did they say?
Where you at, question mark? Let's get to it. Stop ducking my calls.
At that point, were you wanting to have a physical fight with him?
No.
Now, you said also when you woke up, you talked to him on FaceTime, correct?
Yeah.
What was your conversation with him about?
He was just more so like, okay, so he was like, where you at? And I'm like, huh? And then he's like, where are you? Like, kind of like broke down. And then he's like, show me where you at. So then I got up to bed and I kind of, that's when I showed him outside. I think that was good enough to the point he believed I was at the W. And then that's when I text Elijah, like, because then I'm looking at my phone and I'm noticing I got all these text messages. And like I said, Jamel, text me too and hold me, but I don't like shit up like that. So I like Ills, I know Ills, you know what I mean? So text Ills, I'm like, what's going on?
Are you saying that you felt like he had a problem with you, but you didn't have a problem with him? Is that?
Yeah, of course I had a problem with him. It's like I never was like just straight out like, oh, fuck you. I never said fuck you. I probably did, but it was like real wishy-washy.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
You know, but I never really got a response to that from him. Well, when I was walking from the Lowe's, because it's kind of far away, I didn't see nobody. I heard Rocky. I heard him say, what now, pussy? But it's been so long, so I don't know. What now, pussy? What now? Something along that.
You approaching him of the state of mind that you were going to have a physical fight.
No, the whole time, to be honest, I would never fight Rocky. And that's God's honest truth. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a reason to fight him. We're in an industry where you get blackballed really easy. I'm obviously on the lower end of the stick here. You get what I'm saying? So that's why in the video, you notice I'm a lefty. I pushed him away with my left. He grabbed me with two hands. If I wanted to fight him, and mind you, we're walking. If I wanted to fight him, I would have hit him with the right. You get what I'm saying? And it would have been fighting.
What would it mean for your career if you got in a physical fight?
Oh, it would be over.
How so?
It would be over. I'm already not liked, and people don't like me and shit like that. So I'm fighting him. I'm definitely getting blackballed, and all the labels like him and work with him and do this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to swim my way in. You know what I mean? So if that comes to like light that we fought or something like that, I'm pretty sure it won't go good. Like nobody will do business with me or other things like that. You know what I mean?
So as best you can remember it, he was the first one who grabbed you by the collar,
They grabbed me on my collar.
and then you raised which of your hands to
My left.
your left hand to separate from it.
Yeah.
Okay. And as he grabbed the collar of your sweatshirt, what did he do?
I think he just trying to tug at me and like talking and going back and forth. And Elijah, everything happened so fast. And Elijah gets in the middle. But then, mind you, the gun came out seconds later, so then my tone got really angry after. Because what the fuck you got a gun for? And that's what I said.
And you see where the gun came from?
It came from his waistline.
Okay. Did you know the defendant to carry guns regularly?
Not literally. I think one time he said I seen like on his wallet he had like a firearms in New York one time or something like that, but I don't remember ever seeing like or knowing, like physically knowing.
Did you, if someone said that the defendant was known to carry a prop gun or fake guns, would that have been knowledge that you personally had?
No, he don't carry big guns. I mean, you don't. Prop guns?
Yes.
No.
You never knew him to carry a prop?
No.
Did you ever know him to have any guns? And I don't mean, now I want to kind of broaden it. So not that you would carry in public, but guns that you would have either at his house or anywhere else.
Not to my knowledge. I never physically seen any guns on Rocky.
Okay. Except for
That night.
that night when
Yeah, that night.
Okay. Now, from what we see on the video, the two of you move off screen off the video. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
And when the two of you move off of the screen, is that where he first pulled the gun out of his waistband?
Yeah.
What was the first thing that you saw him do with the gun?
Oh, he pointed at me, and then that's when Elijah was like in between, and he's like, "I'll kill you right now," pussy, or like whatever, like just was. And then I'm right behind Elijah, and I'm saying, "If you brought a gun, use it then." Like, the fuck you brought a gun for, pussy? That's the words I was saying to him.
Why?
Not because mentally, like, I couldn't believe he just pulled the gun out on me. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you better use that shit. What the fuck you got a gun for? Like, I physically cannot believe there was a gun in my face. Like, that was the breaking point for me. Because like I said, I told this kid numerous times, if you have a problem with me, let me know. You know what I mean? I feel like this got to the max. Like, this was like no return. So if I was willing to die for my respect at this point, I don't care. You get what I'm saying? Like, if this is what you want to do, I still have my dignity. That's how I felt.
Did you ever think that he would actually shoot you?
At that point, I don't know. Like I said, I was just so mad. I seen the gun. I didn't care.
Were you mad because specifically it was the defendant, or do you think you would have also been mad had this been, say, just a stranger?
If a regular person pulled a gun out on me,
Yes.
I'd probably be dead. I don't know. I'd probably run, probably get shot.
Do you think you'd respond the same way and say, shoot me?
No. Stranger? No.
Do you think you'd be scared in that scenario?
The only reason why I said that is because I know Rakim. I know him. You know what I mean? So I felt at the moment that was the right thing to do. Especially, it goes back to Mr. 6 Month Man. I'm not going to let you feel like you come around and do what the fuck you want. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not about to pull a gun out on me. It's not happening. I mean, you already did, but I'm going to let you know in front of your 2 little minions you brought with you that, because I'm pretty sure they would have ran back to his crib and told everybody else, oh, I just pulled a gun on Relli or did this. Like, no. If they're going to go back to his house, they're going to say, Relli stood up for himself. You know what I mean?
So, right at the end of that video, we saw someone, a part of their body, their lower part of their body, come back into the frame. Did you recognize who that was?
That's right.
Can you see the gun in his hand there?
Yeah.
That's the same gun he pointed at you.
Yeah.
What did he do with the gun after Bill separated you?
He put it back away, but I think from what I remember that day, those people that walked by, they kind of like stopped everything because once he seen them, he kind of like, because I'm yelling, I'm literally yelling. And that was like, I feel like that was one of the ways that like, I didn't get shot too, because I'm yelling at the top of my lungs. You know what I mean? I'm making a scene. So once he seen like those people walk by, he put it away and that's when he started like kind of walking away.
Did you say to the defendant, put that fake gun away?
No.
Is that something that you would say?
No, my bad, say put that fake gun away.
Or why, does that confuse you because you don't know him to actually carry a fake gun?
It just confusing me all around.
Was there anything else that you remember that happened with the parking garage, or was that he just walked away?
Okay, so right after Elijah's still next to me, and I look off to the right, and I see Jamel putting like kind of kneeling down, which is 12, ASAP 12, and I see him putting away a knife. So at this point, mentally, I'm already fucking furious, right? I see Jamel putting a knife away, so I'm like, what the fuck you got a knife for? That's exactly what I say. I'm like, oh hell no. So now I'm walking with them. And I'm literally screaming out at the top of my lungs, damn near, on how Rocky failed us and how Jamel went on tour with Rocky for about 8 or 9 years when he's back in the projects. Not that it's his fault, but this is the type of things that occur. You know what I mean? You pull a blanket away and there's nothing there. I probably would have walked away if I didn't see Jamel with a knife. Because I'm still with ills, like right here kind of. But when I seen that, I'm like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna talk whatever the fuck I want to say.
How close he was falling?
I wasn't, probably like about, if I was to skip, probably like 3 skips away.
3 skips away?
I've had a lot of people estimate he did different things. I've never had anyone estimate with skips. But how close was he? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
He was about 3 or 4 skips away.
What does skip mean? Like, how far is a skip?
Like it's the middle of where that line is at. Like,
So day 2 ends about there. And on day 3, before the prosecutor gets back to what happened the night of the incident, he first asked Relli about some of the things he said about Ills and 12.
I mean, have you said in the past that one of the things you said about 12 is that you went on tour with the defendant for 8 or 9 years, but he was still living in the projects?
I don't know if he personally was in the projects, but I know he
did
went
you
back.
say
Yeah, I
that?
said that. Yeah.
Okay. And about Ills, I mean, would you agree that that statement about 12 is not a positive statement?
No.
And the statement that you were making about Ills, do you remember the words that you said?
I just said he's a crackhead.
A crackhead.
Would you also agree that's not a positive comment to make about Ills?
Yeah, I agree.
I believe you said that both you and Ills then walked down the street following after the defendant, but the two of you were walking together, correct?
I mean, he wasn't really following nobody, just talking. They all walking together. You know what I mean?
But you're headed in the same direction.
Yeah,
He's
he's at Argyle, yes.
And he's ahead of you, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Kept going straight till he got about to the street, to the end of the street corner.
At that point, you knew he had a gun, correct?
Yeah, I think he had a gun.
He had just shown it to you.
Yes.
Why would you follow behind someone that you know is armed with a gun and verbally tell them how you feel in the way that you did?
I told you already because I felt like I would never see him again. And I felt like since he put it away in one busy street in Hollywood, like he's definitely not gonna shoot this shit. I mean, shoot it.
Did you believe at that moment that he would shoot you?
At one moment when I'm walking with him,
when he's first walking away and you're walking in the same direction as you walk?
No. Well, I don't know. To be honest, I wasn't thinking straight at that moment. I had a lot on my mind. I just wanted to get what was on my chest off.
And when you got to the stop sign area with Ills, what was the next thing that happened?
So I see Rakim turn around. When he turned around, he was like, kind of looked like a movie. The whole thing was like a movie, like, you know what I mean? So he kind of like pointed down. He shot the first shot. When he shot the first shot, I felt my hand hot. So I grabbed Ills, used him as a shield. He's going around trying to shoot me between the Ills. I said we got to like right here, and then as soon as like he got into the street around right here, that's when the shooting took place.
As the defendant was shooting at you, was it your belief that the gun that you were using was a real gun or a fake gun?
Can you say that again?
Yeah. Did you believe, as the defendant was shooting at you, that he was shooting a real gun or a fake gun?
Oh, it was a real gun.
And what led you to believe that it was a real gun?
I mean, I was hit. I was hit. Somebody shooting at you. I don't know how to answer that, kind of.
Okay. Sir. How many shots did you believe that he fired at you?
At the time, I believe it was 3 or 4. I mean, I've seen the video, so I understand it was 2 shots now.
And what is that?
That's my left hand.
This is a picture you took.
Yeah.
Okay. What caused those injuries?
A graze, I believe. Because, like what I said, I felt something hot.
After the second shot, so after the shooting, where did you see the defendant go?
Oh, I seen him leave. Like, he just took off. And I took off back the same way that I came.
Was there anything that happened between you and Ills at that time?
No, the only thing it was said, and I put that on everything, on whatever it was, but he said, you literally almost got me killed. And I looked at him and said, what? You came with him. That was the only thing that was said between me and Ills.
Did you physically assault him?
No, never hit Ills. Never. And Ills actually has a broken jaw. Like, he cannot get hit in the face. He has like a wired jaw because Rocky's cousin broke his jaw.
Okay.
So I hit up a lawyer the same night, but it was late, so he advised me I forgot what it was he advised me of at that time. But then I ended up going back and getting the actual bullets myself.
If there's an allegation that Ills suffered an injury because of this incident, did you have any opportunity to see Ills' face after this incident?
Actually, I did, because one of them posted a video and I took a snapshot of them all eating. They went out to eat the next day after the shooting.
Did you see any injury on Ills' face in that video?
No.
Where did you, well, I think you already said, you went back to the Lowe's, correct?
Yeah, I went back to the Lowe's to get my girlfriend for 1 second. We drove back to the same spot. So that was within like an hour or 45 minutes. You can timestamp it and see how long it took me to get back there. First, I stopped at Dunkin' Donuts to get a penny in a brown paper bag, and then I went over there in hopes to find whatever I could find, whether it was cameras, anything, you know what I mean? Because I took pictures of cameras and everything, and then so happened to find the bullets. So I took a picture of them before I scooped it up with a pen and then put it in the brown bag.
And is that one of the photographs that you took?
And it was
How many cartridge cases did you find and collect?
2.
This next part got a little interesting. Prosecutors showed video of someone walking around the area where the shooting occurred about 30 minutes after it happened. At first, Relli thinks it's him in the video, but then he realizes it's not him. Prosecutors never tell us who actually is in the video, so I don't really know what this is leading to, but you can watch.
Sure. Can you see that?
Yeah.
This would be the same camera that we've seen before, correct, of that location?
Yes.
Can you see what looks like an individual person walking just off the curb now into the street?
Yeah, that's me.
Are you sure that that's you?
Yeah, I'm sure.
11:10:31. And you said you were there 11:45:24, correct, Mr. Ephron?
Yes.
So this would be half an hour before you said you got there, correct?
Half an hour before.
If this is 11:10 and you said you got there at 11:45,
Hold on.
that video shows that person there at 11:10 p.m. and you're saying you returned at 11:45. That was what you said when you said refer to the timestamp on the picture, correct?
What time did the incident happen again?
The incident happened at 10:17 p.m.
10:17. What time was this?
It's saying 11:10 p.m.
Yeah, so that's correct.
I mean, can you make out the person that you see in that video? Objection, Judge.
He's already answered. No speaking objections. No speaking objections.
Would you agree that the person in that video, what color clothing items do you see that person wearing in the video?
Like again, a white shirt, I think like pants. I'm confused on what this is right here.
Okay. When you went back to your hotel, did you change your clothing?
I don't really remember, it was so long ago, but probably, I don't know.
You also said when you went back to the scene, you were with your girlfriend, correct?
Yeah.
Did you see a second person in the video here?
No. Once I looked at the video, I noticed that's not me.
Okay.
I don't walk like that, I don't move like that. That look like a homeless person or something.
Not the homeless people catching strays.
You have a friend, first name is Justin.
That's my business partner.
After this shooting, did you exchange text messages with Justin?
I did.
And did you send him any messages specifically related to the shooting?
Yeah, that's all you.
Okay.
Yeah, so I said I want to get this nigga's money.
All right. When you wrote that line, who are you referring to?
I'm referring to Rocky. He's a sarcastic person, so he said he's probably trying to get you to perform at complex time.
What was your response to him after that?
He shot me. Rocky.
It's who the text messages in this thread are between.
Me and Rocky.
Would you agree it's November 6, 21 at about 9:34 p.m.?
That's correct.
The defendant's blue and you're green?
You say yes?
Yes. Where you at? Question. Let's get to it.
The third text message?
Stop ducking my calls. Yeah, but we spoke because I answered his FaceTime call.
Your next response to him at 10:08:31 was, I'm in front of Trader Joe's, drop location. The top of the page, the first message, I know it's a small photograph, but can you tell just from that small photograph what that's a picture of?
That's a joke, it's not help.
And this, again, this is after the shooting.
That's after the shooting.
And then your next message to him,
You tried to kill me.
and then you said to him, the next message,
You should have killed me. I said to the text message, his call to me, his text message to me, letting him know that. So when I said you should have killed me, I was meaning I'm about to be the biggest, like I'm about to do what I need to do.
now, would you agree that up until that point in the text thread, he has not responded to your messages, correct?
Correct.
After you sent him the picture of your conversation, he responded, correct?
Yes. Bro, what the fuck is you talking about? Why you telling people I shot at you?
Then he questioned or added a question mark to the message that you had sent to him previously, saying you tried killing me.
Yeah, you put a question mark on it.
And then you sent him a response, correct?
Yeah, on my hand.
Off the next page, what did you text him after that?
I said I did love you, dumbass. I did not expect this to happen, so I was just telling him I had love for you. I said, young niggas try to set me up and take me with my daughter.
What did he say?
I try to do what? Nigga, I know you hate me. I hate you too. Stop making shit up around.
Alrighty, and how did you respond to that?
I got bid.
Was he denying that the whole incident took place? Is that how you received it?
Yeah.
And then your next text,
Just stop texting me.
and then how did he reply to that?
Let me but talk shit about me, shit on me, let me get cut, which I don't know how the fuck I let this nigga get cut. And it still ain't cut you off. We never had
Wait, Mr. Ephron, can you just read the text and then I can ask you what you...
nigga, you've been a op. You don't love me because we don't do business, so it is what it is.
And then, get the rest, and then the last text message that he sent to you.
Now you're trying to extort niggas talking about I shot at you and shot you 4 times and all type of nonsense. You're a phony, you don't have my best intentions. Stop texting me and stop calling my manager and call the police if I shot at you. Be real.
How did you receive that text message?
Oh, it was no more trying after that. I was going to do like he literally told me to go to the police.
But did you receive that as him denying that this incident ever took place?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so day 4 will be cross-examination of Relli by ASAP's defense attorney, which should be interesting. But at this point, I have 2 questions, and y'all know I'm not a lawyer. But number 1, How many people do you know to carry around a fake gun? But my second question is, if someone pointed what you believe to be a real gun at you, would you follow behind them, taunting and yelling at them? Child, I don't know what to believe. I feel like I got questions on both sides. How y'all feeling about this case?